The problem with the average person is that they confuse income streams with just having a job. They'll say, "I work full-time," or "I freelance on the side." But that's just trading time for money in different places. Okay. One of the best examples of true diversification is someone like Gary Vaynerchuk. He doesn't just run an agency. He's got speaking fees, book royalties, investment income, media properties, and multiple businesses. So that's what the power of diversification really is. Not just working more jobs, but building different types of income that don't all depend on your time. That is the kind of thing that will never go out of fashion. All right, moving on. The next stream is all about figuring out how to create passive income alongside your active income. And that's where the skill of building assets is indispensable. Most people think passive income means doing nothing and getting paid. And so they end up buying into schemes that promise easy money. On the other side of that coin, you've got real passive income. You see, real passive income isn't actually passive at first. It requires significant upfront work to create an asset that generates income over time. At the highest level, that's what passive income really means. It's not about avoiding work. It's about doing work once that pays you repeatedly. Now, the next stream is rental income, okay? Because even if you have a great job and some passive income, it won't maximize your wealth if you're not using assets that appreciate. Most businesses treat real estate like it's out of reach. But that's average thinking, okay? It stays stuck in the employee mindset. If you want an example of world-class wealth building, look no further than real estate investors, okay? When you see someone with multiple properties generating monthly cash flow, it associates their wealth with tangible assets that grow in value. Real estate generates income in a way that compounds over time. That's why it's one of the best wealth builders on the planet. Average income comes from work, but exceptional wealth comes from assets. And being able to build that is always going to matter. Now, rental income builds wealth, yes, but obviously you need other streams that can scale quickly. And that's why the next fundamental stream of income is digital products. Now, this one's exciting, and honestly, it's more accessible than ever, because your mental image of creating products probably involves manufacturing, inventory, and logistics. In reality, though, digital products require none of that. First of all, the process starts with knowledge you already have. The best digital products solve real problems that people face. So you're never in a position where you have to, invent something completely new. At the highest level, creating digital products is really just the skill of packaging what you know into something people will pay for. So forget about the complicated manufacturing and just think of digital products as scalable knowledge. If you can create something once that sells repeatedly, that whole model, then you will never have to worry about trading time for money again. So those were 4 powerful income streams: active income, passive income, rental income, and digital products. But look, okay, this isn't just about having multiple streams. At the highest level, it's also about the timing, the more strategic approach to when and how you build each stream. So, the next one we're talking about is sequencing. It's a critical one. And to show you what this looks like, one of the most interesting case studies is how wealthy people actually build their income portfolio, because they had some pretty unique advantages. So they didn't try to build everything at once. Instead, they mastered one stream first, usually their primary income, and got really good at it. But once that was stable, they added a second stream, maybe investments or a side business. And over time, each new stream built on the previous one. So, on the foundation side, they secured their base income first. That gave them the stability to take risks on other streams. And on the growth side, they reinvested profits from one stream into building the next. That's what exceptional income building actually looks like, okay? Not just adding random income sources, but being strategic about the order and timing. That's why sequencing is a crucial concept. All right, so we've covered multiple streams, but there's one more piece that ties it all together, and that's automation. one of the most valuable concepts on this list. Now, most people when they build multiple income streams think it's all about working harder, managing more, and juggling everything themselves. And while that might work in the short term, it creates overwhelm and burnout, when in reality, you'd want systems running smoothly because they're designed to work without you. Exceptional income builders do something different, okay? And to show you, look at successful online entrepreneurs. So when they build multiple streams, they don't manually fulfill every order or personally handle every client. One of their first moves is building systems and hiring help so the income streams run themselves. All of that didn't just make them busier. No, it truly freed up their time and made them wealthier without working more hours. So, that's what exceptional income building actually looks like, okay? Not just creating more work for yourself, but building systems that generate income whether you're working or not. All right, moving on. The next stream on our list is investment income. And this is one that often gets overlooked, but it's one of the most important when it comes to actually building lasting wealth. Investment income is the money your money makes for you. Think about everything from stocks and bonds to index funds and dividend-paying investments. The problem with the average person is, honestly, they just avoid investing altogether. They think it's too risky, too complicated, or only for rich people. But if you want an example of investment income at an exceptional level, look at Warren Buffett. Everyone knows him for being wealthy. Because he invests in companies, holds them long term, and lets compound interest do the heavy lifting. But what you don't see is that Buffett as a person also lives modestly. He's not spending everything he makes. He's reinvesting it, letting it grow, and building wealth that compounds year after year. That's why Buffett, who started with modest means, became one of the wealthiest people in history because his investment strategy is bulletproof. And that's the power of investment income. When implemented right, it can turn any regular earner into a wealth-building machine. All right, so the next stream on our list today is business income. And this is one that most people know about, but it's happening at different levels. Business income is the profit you make from owning and running a business. So think about it, okay? A business has products or services, customers, operations, and people working in it, which creates a ton of potential. Great business income is all about building something that generates profit beyond what you could earn alone. So think knowing which opportunities to pursue, which markets to enter, which people to hire, and where to focus so the whole business keeps growing. It's a powerful stream. Honestly, most people never even try. But by contrast, look at how entrepreneurs handle income. Even when their business is already successful, they keep reinvesting in growth, new products, new markets, new opportunities. The best example is Amazon, which started as a bookstore and now sells everything. All because Bezos spotted opportunities and directed resources toward them. That's what the power of business income really is. Being able to identify opportunities and then build businesses that generate serious profit. All right, so moving on, let's talk about royalty income. That's the next stream on our list. And most people don't even think of it as accessible, but it absolutely is. Royalty income is the money you make when you create something once and get paid every time it's used or sold. A lot of people think royalties are only for musicians or authors, but the world has expanded far beyond that. And the perfect example of this is online content creators. They create videos, courses, or books once. The content lives online forever. And every time someone watches, buys, or subscribes, money flows in. But at the time creators started, there wasn't a proven path. Platforms were new, monetization was uncertain, and there wasn't an ecosystem to support them. Early creators were simply ahead of their time. But years later, millions of creators are making royalty-like income from content because the infrastructure caught up. The timing was perfect, and that's what allowed the creator economy to explode into one of the most accessible income streams in the world. The difference between those who tried early and those who succeeded later was not the idea, It was timing and persistence. And that's why royalty income is such a powerful stream, because even work you did years ago can still pay you today. All right, now on to our final stream today. It is consulting income.